We got a lot of those last week too. Nice. Like I was noticing every time we if it's gonna be too much on your processor, then we'll just do that.
I'm just trying
But
to
we're
see.
live, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Check it now. I'm getting it real laggy on here.
If it's gonna be too much on your processor, then we'll just do that.
Super choppy. Is it on your screen? Yeah.
This jumps around a lot.
Check it now. I'm getting it real laggy on here.
If it's gonna be too much on your processor, then we'll just do that. Poo poo, poo poo, choo choo choo. 4 minutes, guys. 3 minutes. We go live. Okay, don't worry about it. We'll be on. Just give us a few seconds.
Live.
A few minutes. He's knocking out the few details. Dangs. I'm gonna leave the black on there.
Are you?
Even though I'm drinking the Ecto Cooler.
Why? Because you tweeted about Mountain Dew earlier?
Yeah, and I don't think there's caffeine in this.
I don't think so at all.
Oh, we didn't shake. I'm sure it's shook and shipping plenty.
Oh, I'm sure. Especially since UPS shipped it. Frame rate. You want to drop the frame rate and see if that fixes it?
It's going to be really...
Because we're at 30 frames per second now.
You
Resolution.
may need a new video card, sir.
Probably. I've had one for a while.
It's fine on where it's at. Just leave it.
Is the audio choppy at all, or is it just the video?
Just the video. It's fine on where it's at. Tatties. Alright. Got my notes ready. I got them all screenshotted. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's do this. One more screenshot. Oh, it's all in sequential order. I love being ready. Alright. It's plugged in. Good to go there. I'm gonna go and start recording on that. 8 o'clock. I'm punching this in.
Let's do this.
8 o'clock. Come on. Where are we? Oh, we got seconds on here. Song gun. Song gun. Oh, there we go. I have my second hands on the front screen of my phone. Jeez. Jeez whiz. Alright, guys. Almost 8 o'clock. Almost time to eat. Hey, speaking to your microphone real quick.
Yo, yo.
There you go.
Yo, yo, yo.
Perfect.
Yo.
Perfect. Minimize out of the XSplit,
God, that's bothersome that it's so choppy.
and then yeah, just you only have two things going. There you go. That's fine. Okay, here we go.
Welcome to Smart Marks Podcast.
Welcome to the Smart Marks Podcast, your weekly look into all things professional wrestling. No matter if it happens in a squared circle, an Aztec temple, or a six-sided ring. Here to bring the smackdown on your ear holes are your hosts, the Smart Marks, Matt Salgado and Jeremy.
All right, Marks. It's Wednesday, August 10th, And it's a Smart Marks podcast. Sitting across from me is Mateo83, Matt Salgado.
You blew out my eardrum.
Did I? That's more than... That's the not the only thing I probably blew out today of yours.
Whoa. Yo, what up? And sitting across from me, we got JVader82. Find him on the Twitters.
The tweets.
The Twitters.
The twits.
Twits. Twatters, Instagram.
The twatters. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How about
How
you?
is there not like a porn version of Twitter called Twatter?
Who's to say there isn't?
Copyright. If it's not, we're copyrighting that.
I think there is, isn't there?
I don't
That's
know.
where I don't think they even need like a porn version.
No, Twitter's pretty bad on
It's
it. So.
pretty bad already, so... And by bad, I mean amazing. But,
The
like,
proper answer should have been, you mean Tumblr?
But Tumblr, no, well, Tumblr's like going through all kinds of crazy like censorship now because it's owned by Yahoo. That's a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
other story. Yeah. I was like, being like, because I have like 4 blogs. I have one for myself, one for the Smart Marks guys. If you don't follow Smart Marks on Tumblr, go and do that. But on top of that, I have one that I have one called Gabe's Text,
Oh,
and
God.
it's screenshots.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's screenshots of various text messages that my friend Gabriel sends me.
Oh, my
He's
God.
very bad in the grammars departments, and so during many conversations in group chats, single chats by
man.
ourselves, I have screenshotted plenty of conversations. That's a blog. I had our old GoFo blog, and I actually still run that and repost stuff from there.
Cool.
As far as like art news articles and stuff. I actually got a good, pretty little following on there. Smart Marks is doing great on Tumblr, which is amazing. Like, I'm always surprised to see how many people like. I reblog a lot of our Instagrams go there.
Yeah.
Reblog news, things like that. Just stuff that pops up that's pretty interesting. A lot of like Sasha Bank gifs.
Go figure.
Yeah. So and you know a lot of stuff. Like I post every show on there, so it's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, like the Tumblr's pretty good. The Tumblr people are pretty good to us. But going back to like how that got started was just the simple fact that like because I have so many blogs, like I got like 4 different emails talking about how people are signing like petitions to like let Tumblr reopen their porn policies for whatever reason. And I'm just like, guys, there's actual porn sites. You can just go visit. Why do you need Tumblr to visit?
Why do
them?
you need Tumblr to
Why are
do
you
that?
using Tumblr as a difficult source to find something? You just go type it into Google and find it right away.
And there it is.
Or
It's
just
amazing
Bing
how
it.
that works.
If nobody's using Bing, if you're gonna use the people put Bing on the map and use it for porn.
I use Bing. Only because that's the go-to on my Xbox.
That's pretty sad.
And that's where I go
Oh,
to.
yeah.
When I go to watchwrestling.uno,
I'm
it's
sure.
running through there.
I'm sure. I'm sure the Xboxes would like probably blink out if you try to type in Google or something.
I tried to type in anything other, you type in Yahoo and it just freezes on you. Sets on fire, red
Just the old
rings.
red ring. Yeah. What? No. Bing it all. Bing the Bing station.
You get
That's
it.
That's what they should have just called it. They should just called the Bing one.
The Bing one
Yeah,
instead of Xbox One?
X Bing.
That's terrible.
Mm.
But it's better than Xbox One.
Oh, X-Bone.
X-Bone.
X-Bone S.
That's what it's listed as. That's what it's listed as on my inputs.
The
Is X-Bone.
X-Bones. The X-Bones now because it's the S for slim.
Yeah, so X-Bones.
Lost some girth. You lost some girth.
Lost some
there.
girth, yeah.
Is the PlayStation, as far as the PS4, are they going to come out with like a slim model? You're
Oh,
more,
I'm sure.
you're
somehow.
more knowledgeable on this
Fuck,
than I am.
I don't know. To
But,
be honest with you.
As far as I know, I don't remember reading anything as far as like a different model, just like upgraded parts.
I don't read ahead like I should. I just get caught up in the moment. I'm like, new game's out.
New
A lot of
game.
people are playing it. I should do the same.
No Man's Sky.
Yep.
I just saw it. Like we were talking about that. I saw the box there. You can put it on the camera. I saw a lot of people playing it on. I'm pretty sure I picked it up by now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that looks pretty cool. It's a pretty cool game.
I didn't get to play much of it. I started. I watched NXT. Well, I watched NXT while I was playing it, and because I picked it up late in the afternoon, and it was frustrating at first. And it's just because the game doesn't give you a lot of knowledge. Like, you've got to learn a lot of it on your own. So it's fun. I'm looking forward to playing more of it.
You know how you can do the picture-in-picture on Xbox One?
Yeah,
How does that work? Is it just like through multiple HDMIs?
I think so. Yeah, I don't have very much hooked up. I don't
So-
have any inputs or anything into my Xbox One.
So in theory, couldn't you run the PlayStation?
Yeah, but
if,
it
like,
lags a
picture-in-picture?
little. Yeah.
Oh, it does?
Yep.
You see that dot that it had there?
Yep. No.
You
Yep.
tried it?
No. I think on Giant Bomb
You
they were
tried
talking about doing it, and they said you could totally do it, but there's a little bit of it's just split second. There's a little bit of
It's
lag.
enough
Yeah.
to screw things up.
Yeah. Because you can run in your TV
Especially like
to it.
sports games. Like,
Yeah.
I can imagine that.
You got to be on point with it.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
in theory, it should work.
This week's podcast brought to you by High C Ectos Cooler.
If only, right?
Oh god, that'd be amazing, right?
Yeah, right.
Brought back.
They
for a
can't
brief
even
time.
they can't even get it into stores, so I doubt they would sponsor anybody. I had to order this online in order to get it.
I love orange sodas.
Yeah,
Like,
me too.
Seriously,
But I am in love with Ecto Cooler. Like this
Cokes
is
and stuff. Like, take a little while for me to drink. But like anything like citrusy, fuck, I'll fucking pound it down like in 10 minutes, like in a minute.
I am so in love with that drink that at one point, because it went away in 2001. So about 5 years ago, I was researching. I'm like, fuck, what happened to Ecto Cooler? So I was looking it up, and they just discontinued it. There were so many Ghostbusters fans out there that wanted it back that they started developing their own recipes for it.
I remember this.
And I
remember
made one.
Yeah.
And it was all natural. You had to get like tangerines and oranges and nectarines and stuff like that and squeeze it all together. And it was real pulpy, but you would put in food coloring to make it green and everything.
Yeah.
And it came out amazing. It tasted just like this, just with a lot of pulp.
Nice.
Perfect for vodka.
Perfect
Perfect
for a
I
screwdriver.
poured some vodka in it. It was amazing.
Nice. That's good.
It was an amazing drink,
I don't
man.
know how good that is.
No, it was amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure. I have bad memories of vodka. Obviously, that.
I have no memories.
That's probably better that you don't have any memories at all.
So wrestling happened this week.
Yeah, but let's
And a
talk about
lot of
life more.
really
I don't-
good wrestling.
This isn't a wrestling
And some
podcast.
shitty wrestling.
No, I'm just kidding. It was an up and down week, wasn't it? Like, it was very, very bipolar.
Did you get Impact watched?
You got Impact
So
watched.
did I.
Yes, sir.
And Impact was pretty damn good.
Dare I say,
It could totally be. I've said it for I don't know how many matches this year already, but it is definitely a contender for match of the year. And
I gotta drink
we've
this
still got
too.
so much left. Damn, you're going to be pissing pure green.
I'm gonna Snapchat all of it. Yeah, and that's the dark one.
Looks like Shrek's piss.
Ugh.
But it was great, man. If it was a longer show, it would have easily been show of the
Yeah,
week.
this just goes to show you too, like, come when they finally like go to Raw and stuff, like that's gonna be a great filler. Like
Even
there's-
just NXT right now.
there's so much, there's so much garbage on Raw right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
even after the brand split, which I'm amazed by. Even on SmackDown, I feel the need to go to, and I love Renee Young. I just wish they kept her at the backstage role.
Yeah.
Not
I don't like that desk
not the
roll.
desk. I don't like her going back and be like, okay, so what just happened? Like every 15 minutes, like
I don't like that. And then the audio on it's terrible
it is
too.
so takes you out of the moment. Really, I feel
It
like
does.
it's really awkward. It's kind of like that Stone Cold Dean Ambrose interview awkward.
Yeah. Yeah.
I only watched parts of it. And
So did I. I
people
just
were
watched the highlights.
so
Stone Cold's
weird.
just like-
he was just pissed. There's all kinds of gifs of Stone Cold just online, just being annoyed to no end. It's like you knew. I don't know whose idea it was to put Dean Ambrose. In
I'm just gonna act like
conversation
Stone Cold
that.
through the whole.
Do it. I don't know whose idea it was to put
What?
Dean Ambrose on an interview like system like that.
What?
Because it's not like even Ambrose has said he's not really like the biggest fan of podcasts.
Yeah, exactly.
So he hates the podcast community.
One good thing that
basically.
came out of it is, did you hear the story about the Shields?
Yeah, that they never got to use. And then on Twitter today, they found them and they posted a picture of them.
It was the archivist for WWE that has all the stuff backstage. They tweeted it.
Yeah, that is awesome.
They're terrible.
Back to TNA. Did we get this started on TNA?
Nah,
at
we
all?
just talked briefly.
So best show of the week, obviously for me, was Impact Wrestling.
Impact was great.
This included the Bound for Glory playoff final between EC3 and Mike Bennett, which led into just a beat down by Moose and stuff. I'm loving what's going down on there.
Yeah, so am I.
If I had that soundboard ready, I'd be playing that
Moose.
Moose song right now. We had a King of the Mountain title match.
Yep.
James Storm, Eli Drake, really good. That was a fun match.
And James
goes into the
Storm won.
James Storm is our King of the Mountain champion.
Awesome.
And immediately Lashley comes out,
Challenges
throws
them.
in that challenge because he wants all the belts.
Yep.
So we got a match next week or actually tomorrow night for King of the Mountain Championship between Lashley and James Storm.
It's gonna be a great match.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can stream that while I'm in my birthing class at the hospital.
I thought you were about to say birthday suit. I was like,
There's,
whoa.
there's Wi-Fi out there.
There's got to be Wi-Fi. It's probably slow as all hell,
Probably
but
like-
there's Wi-Fi.
You know, we've had multiple medical emergencies with family and also yourself.
Yeah.
I think we had to cancel a show one time because you
I
were
was in the hospital. Yeah.
being at Loveless, I remember watching the network and being able to watch the network while my wife's father was in the hospital. There was plenty of times where I was like, I'll go hang out because it was nice and quiet, and like he didn't talk to me very much because actually his speech is very impeded at the moment. He's had a stroke a couple years back, and so he lost a lot of his speech abilities. So he doesn't really talk that much, but he says what he needs to say. So he's totally cool with people just chilling out, like whatever, and like he likes hanging out with me because I don't talk that much, and he hates people that talk. Like,
oh, nice.
We would have physical therapists go by, and like the physical therapist would just be talking and talking nonstop, and he's just like shaking his head, like, get him the fuck out of here.
That's great.
So he's cool when I go there because I ask him like, hey, you hungry? Maybe. I'm like, let me know when you're hungry. He's like, okay. And then I just sit there and like watching my wrestling.
So I've been to the hospital twice this year. The first time was on a Monday night, and while I'm in the hospital, I was watching Raw. Nice, oh, yeah. Get that pop going.
Oh, it came in. It
came through. It did. No, I was watching Raw while I was in the hospital room.
Oh, that's hard.
And then the next one was on a Thursday night. That's the one where we had to cancel, and I was watching SmackDown in the hospital room.
Oh, that's horrible.
Almost every time I've been in, because I remember we had to take my son once, and that's how I calmed him down, as I put on wrestling for him.
Back to TNA, Ali and Sienna defeated Gail. Or no, Gail Kim defeated Ali and Sienna.
Yep. So Gail Kim has to go through all of the knockouts in order to get a title shot.
Yeah, she has to build her way back up. That's actually a really good storyline. Because the whole thing she's trying to do is by the time Bound for Glory happens in October, she wants to not retire, but technically go into the Hall of Fame as champion. Yeah, so that's the whole idea, which I'm pretty sure is going to happen.
Oh, yeah. That's a cool idea.
Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy defeated Chuck Taylor and JT Dunn, man.
Chuck Taylor,
that was awesome. I was like... So he brings him out, just... What does Hardy call him?
Brother Nero Taylor and Brother Nero Dunn.
Yeah, but he's too worthy something. I can't remember. And then they walk out, and I'm like, hey, that's Chuck Taylor. Hey, that's JT Dunn.
Yeah.
Like, that was pretty sweet.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty sweet.
And the story was that Jeff was... I'm sorry, the obsolete mule was not allowed to...
Obsolete!
Don't you love his entrance?
I love Revy out there.
Revy's just screaming obsolete at him.
Obsolete!
So the story was
that
he could not go to the top rope because he was a spot monkey.
Could not use the top rope
because he spot monkey.
is a spot monkey.
So great. And then Matt attacked that fan.
Man.
Biting that fan.
In his face.
Yeah.
Matt Hannibal
And then
Hardy.
finished the rest of the match with blood all over him.
Oh, it was good.
And then went in and attacked Jeff and then went for the pin. Like, it was so good. Like,
so good.
Such a great story, isn't it?
Yes. I love TNA right now.
It's so stupid, but it's amazing.
I fucking love TNA right now.
It's
I
great.
can't believe I'm the one that's dropped like 5 F-bombs.
I know, it's normally me.
But TNA has been on fire. And I absolutely love what they're doing right now. I can only hope the momentum keeps going and they keep bringing in viewers. I feel like I haven't heard as much bad news about ratings since Broken Matt Hardy and the whole deletion has happened. So it looks like they've kind of maybe stabilized.
Well, there was a spot.
Got a nice audience on Pop.
Yeah, there was a spot during the Jericho interview on his podcast where towards the end, Matt is still in character, but he's talking out of character.
Oh, he's not in character.
Well,
that is him.
That is Matt. But he's talking about...
that is no character anymore.
How Impact and Dixie Carter need to stay away from the McMahon and his company. But he was basically saying how, they need to not be WWE
and
make their own story.
Yeah.
And he's saying it all in character, which is amazing when you sit back and listen. He's doing the whole thing as Broken Matt Hardy, but you could tell he's speaking outside of the character.
Yeah, no, yeah, I
so
agree.
it was really cool. But he's right. He's like, we need to make our own thing. We need to set our own identity, and that's what I feel we're doing.
I love it. Just be your own company.
Yep.
Do your own thing. Don't worry about being WWE Junior.
And they're doing that really well right now. And that's for the longest time. That was kind of their problems. They were trying to be They were trying to compete.
Trying to beat WWE.
And now that's...
You can't beat a company by doing the same thing that company's doing.
No, you got to be different.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're doing a good job of that right now. Especially, I'm liking the story that, as you were talking about last week with Bram and with Rosemary.
So good.
That was really cool.
I love the throwing in the trunk at the end.
Yeah.
That was neat.
Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah.
I'm digging it, man.
Jeez.
And then Crazy Steve, I love where he popped out of that window and drug him back.
It's so good. I love everything.
Digging every bit of it, man.
Grado and Shera defeated the Tribunal.
Yep.
I like Grado.
And that wasn't even a bad match.
I like Shira. It was a good match.
Shira's character is terrible, but he's great in the ring.
I can only imagine when Shira goes singles
Yeah.
and has a nice little
serious
single run.
character.
Even I could even see him being a big, like, a nice acquisition for WWE come a few years from now. If WWE
I know.
wants to pick him up. Like, there's character there. That guy's showing that he's willing to go ahead and play something goofy, but the dude is built like a freaking
Brick shithouse.
yeah, goddamn.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm not gonna say Brian Cage-esque,
But he's huge.
but he's a big guy.
He is.
You know, and like that's something like WWE and like Vince like jacks off over.
That's
And
why
the
I'm
guy-
surprised they didn't go for moves.
And the
man.
guy has well, apparently it was the whole domestic situation that happened a couple of
yeah.
years back, you know, which WWE wants to stay out of that, you know, anything kind of controversial at the moment, so can't blame him for that. And, you know, if Moose has learned his lesson, then so be it.
So be it. Yeah.
But, yeah, we're not down with women beaters. But if Moose is fine, then
Unless it's in Lucha Underground.
Yeah, that's within the match system. within the squared circle in a what do we call it? Sanctioned match.
There you go.
Yeah, come on, guys. EC3 versus Mike Bennett, really, really good.
Yeah.
And damn, I'm surprised EC3 came out with this.
So was I. I expected Bennett to win this.
And I see a lot of back and forth going with EC3 and Drew Gallo because Gallo was pissed. Like,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that he's not
Did you see
forgetting.
those welts on his back from the kendo stick?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Shit. Good match. So EC3 is at the moment going to Bound for Glory to take on Lashley for that championship. It's not over. I'm sure Mike Bennett's
No.
going to do something.
Yeah, there's got to be something going there. So moving on to
Well,
Stanford.
let's keep it. Let's keep it.
Still got some
yeah,
impact?
because we got some news going on.
Oh, let's hear it.
we
What
got
you
some news that
What do you got?
TNA has a major acquisition debuting tomorrow night.
Is it Ryback?
It's not Ryback.
Do you know who?
Yes, I do.
Who?
Damien Sandow.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Seriously.
RollingStone.com dropping huge hints. Hyping TNA for tomorrow night.
Wow, really?
Damien Sandow retweets the tweet from Rolling Stone and says, well, that's interesting, as Aaron Stevens, his own name right now. And everybody's hyping that it's going to be him. It's Damien Sandow. We're getting Damien Sandow because they said the man is going to do it his way. And there's just, yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're saying that he's debuting and gets to do it his way. So that's kind of like a jab at WWE, who had him on the roster, making him do all these funny characters that he didn't really want to do, but he took it and ran with it and made it work and still got over. And even though they tried their best at burying him,
Yeah, it's all over here.
yeah.
Damien Sandow
Damien
in
Sandow,
Steel with
man.
TNA Wrestling. Debuts tomorrow night.
Yep.
Wow, man. Like,
That's the big news for
Wow.
TNA. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's the only news I had for TNA outside of, like, being stupid, like,
Yeah, he
kinda
said-
stupid rumors.
his tweet was, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Time to make an hashtag impact.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. digging that.
I'm highly excited for that.
So am I. And then even at the potential that Ryback may show up there.
I'm down with Ryback, the big guy showing up.
Did you see what he's going
hyping
as?
back at, and he's, no, what's he calling him?
His new
Ryback?
name, no, is the big guy formerly known as Ryback. That's what he's being booked
He's
as.
such a troll.
Yeah.
He is trolling so hard, and I like that the fact that he himself said, I'm bringing back the airbrush tights.
Yeah. He said
That's-
that, well, he did like an AMA or a
Reddit,
Facebook
yeah.
Live
Ask
where
Me
people
Anything.
were asking questions. And I don't even know if it was on Reddit. I think it was video. I'm not sure. But he was being asked questions, and someone asked him about his trunks. And he said, no. He said, I only wore the trunks, the black trunks, because the old man told me to.
Oh, you
And
got
those are his exact words. But he said, no, I'm bringing back my originals.
Nice.
And then someone asked him blatantly, they said, are we going to see Ryborg in TNA? And he said, well, I would love to be in TNA. I'd love to show up there. He said, I even think I have a match. He said he wants to wrestle Jeff Hardy, but he even thinks he has a match booked up in the Indies against Matt Hardy right now.
That is awesome.
So,
And then, like, finding out, too, that Alberto Del Rio's contract will be wrapping up pretty soon
Yep.
again, and that Alberto's not really happy with what's going on in his position.
yeah, he can even get out of his contract right now.
Yeah.
He apparently has a clause that if he's not happy with what's happening creatively, he can bolt at
He
any
can
time.
bolt, and there's a lot of interest, from TNA and him, and
He can make the same amount of money. He's not making major money in
Yeah.
WWE, so he can go anywhere.
I could see him
and
go
make the
back
same
to
amount of money.
TNA. I mean, go to TNA or even go back to Lucha Underground.
TNA was apparently on the table before he went to WWE.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they were biting at the chance to get him.
And he
I
went to
would too,
WWE
man. Yeah.
because of the creative reasons.
Yeah. Well, they gave him
And then now
hot.
look at
He
him.
was on fire like when he first showed up, and then a
Yeah.
month into the run, like
He
what
would have
did
still
with
been
him?
on fire if they continued with the League of Nations, I think.
Oh yeah, no, that ended way too soon.
Yeah, I did. Way too soon. And even if you got rid of, I'm trying to find a spot to set that.
Yeah.
Even if you got rid of Wade Barrett, you could have brought in Kevin Owens or somebody.
Yeah.
Like
And then
there was a ton of
Barrett,
people.
Wade Barrett is someone that was Stu Bennett is somebody that we haven't seen on the Indies at all.
Oh, he said he's done with wrestling for a short time. That he
Yeah.
wanted to step aside for a
But
while.
I'm looking forward to seeing when he's gotten a lot of acting roles. Like the dude
Yep.
has stayed busy.
Yep.
And I'm looking forward to when he actually does step back in the ring to see where he goes.
Absolutely.
Because that's, I mean, I'm a huge. We're both Wade Barrett marks.
Absolutely.
Stu Bennett marks. So
Well, on the other side, we're seeing people getting signed. We also saw Sunday morning that Shelton Benjamin is now not going to WWE.
yeah,
He apparently had his physical with WWE. Through
Found
the
out.
physical, it found he's got a torn rotator cuff.
No
He's been
joke.
working through the pain for a long time. He said himself on Twitter that he's no stranger to working through pain. He didn't realize it was as severe as it is, so he's going to have the surgery to fix it before he can join the roster.
yeah.
So it's not that he's not coming; it's just it's not
A little
happening
delayed.
now.
A little delayed. Joey Styles got released officially from WWE.
Yeah, I
He
saw
was,
that.
Heading up all their online stuff.
I saw that. So Joey Styles is gone.
Joey Styles is gone. Lillian Garcia is officially done.
Yeah,
She's taking
she
time
stepped
off
down.
to spend time with her family.
Yep.
Her dad is sick, and then I think that's as far. Ryback officially got released, so now he's
Yeah.
doing his own thing.
The big guy. Did you see his video announcing it?
Yeah, he was pretty psyched. Should be. Raw up and down.
Raw was absolutely terrible this week.
Yeah,
There was a couple highlights, but then as you would get excited, it'd be marred by something terrible.
yeah.
So,
I love watching Braun Strowman throw around jobbers.
I'm getting tired of it.
I could watch that over and
Like,
over.
it's
I
cool,
never thought
but let's do something with the story.
I never thought I could actually
Ryback.
enjoy Braun Strowman matches.
He's Ryback right now. Remember when Ryback first debuted? They had him going against two jobbers at a time?
Yeah, like Kurt Hawkins and Tyler Reck.
Yeah.
I can't believe I remember Tyler Reck's name.
Yep. Yeah, they would have him going against jobbers two at a
remember
time.
when Kurt Hawkins and Tyler Rex were like Chippendales?
Yes, I
Yeah.
do.
Kurt Hawkins.
Unfortunately.
Jericho took on Enzo Amore to kick off the night. Darren up and down.
I mean, the
I like him
promo
on
wasn't
the-
bad. The match was okay. It was
Yeah.
subpar.
Yeah, well, it was interference.
Yeah.
So, after that I was like, okay, we might have a good show tonight, and then it just kind of.
But I do like Jericho
Kinda worked out
partnering
from
with
there.
Kevin Owens.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fun.
Who's got your back? Jim.
Jim. And then I loved Enzo losing his shit. He's like, I don't know what it is, but when I find it, I'm shoving it up your ass. Like, I love
Enzo's great.
the back and forth between them is great. It's just it feels and the matches would be better if you kind of felt a sense of purpose out of the feud.
What I like about Enzo and Jericho mainly pushing this feud is that it's Jericho who is so much better than
Yes.
Enzo. As far as like career-wise, things that
Yes.
he's done. And really, Enzo is really truly the underdog. It's not
Yeah.
a 50-50. So if Enzo was to win a match, it would be a complete shock. It would be like something unexpected.
Yep.
So like going into this feud, like you're not expecting Enzo to go
Yep.
over Jericho at any point. Now in a tag team match, I can buy it.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Which goes-
Even teaming with Owens, it's a possibility.
Yeah. Going into another tag team match, which I was highly disappointed in, Dudley's versus Neville and Sin Cara. I think you maybe had something else on mind.
Yeah,
But the fact
that's the one
that the established team of the Dudleys can lose to a makeshift team where half
Yep.
of the team is comprised of Sin Cara
Yep.
is, to me, what are you doing?
Yeah, it makes no sense. They should have lost that match. And then again, like, why are we having Sin Cara
Have
as
Sin
the mystery
Cara
partner?
lose the match.
Why?
That's okay.
Yep.
You can still make Neville look good, have Sin Cara lose that match, who has
And
lost
show Neville's
plenty of
frustration with him.
matches. Yeah, who has lost plenty of matches and be like, oh, Neville can't get one over on the Dudleys. The Dudleys really got Neville's number. And eventually bring somebody in
That
or
can
have
help.
somebody new that can help them and go over one time on the
I
Dudleys.
would believe them
Even
winning.
like at a SummerSlam pre-show.
I would have believed Neville winning if you brought in a guy like Sami Zayn
Yeah.
or somebody to do it. But you take a guy who you just took out of a tag team 2 weeks before
And throw him
and
in.
throw him into another tag team because you don't know what to do with him.
I almost
it
thought-
made zero sense.
To me, like the name, like when we saw Sin Cara pop up, that was a huge bummer.
I was like, seriously?
I not putting Sin Cara down or anything.
I'm digging the black outfit.
I liked it, and he looks like he's put on a few pounds.
Right.
But like were you not kind of expecting somebody different, like new?
I was
Like, maybe even a
expecting
return?
someone on the roster or a return. Like somebody that we had forgotten about.
Maybe in like a one night like Rob Van Dam.
Yeah, or
That would've
someone
been
from
cool.
NXT or something.
Yeah.
Like I said, even if you would have brought in a guy like Sami Zayn just to have it because him and Neville have history, it would have made sense to me.
I think
it
this
would
is
have
the
made
time.
much better sense
This
than what
is
they
the time
went
too.
with.
You start to want to hype up SummerSlam,
Yeah.
and maybe you're afraid to pull some triggers here, as far
Yeah.
as like, but bring in somebody to like. You're going up against
Excuse me.
the Olympics. You're going up against
Yeah.
the Olympics, and
Don't
you
phone it
know,
home.
Don't yeah, exactly. What was going on Monday night? I think the swimming competition,
Yeah.
and
They just took the easy route.
yeah, that Katie Ledecky is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talking about the Olympics,
She is, isn't she?
that's a machine.
Yeah.
That girl's insane. And Michael Phelps game face.
It's replaced Miz face.
Oh yeah, he's the new Miz face.
Yep.
I love it. Yeah,
Rusev
Rusev and Lana. This segment
started off terrible,
was horrible
and actually, but I enjoyed Roman Reigns saving it.
and went through the roof.
Yep, it started off boring as
Oh
hell,
my god.
and I was like, seriously, like we've got to.
I was like, this is getting bad tonight.
My son was talking about. He's like, why do they do these? I'm like, shut up! I have sat through one of these weddings live
Yeah.
in the audience. I sat through Tori Wilson's
Wilson.
dad.
But at least you got to see Dawn Marie.
Yep.
Oh my
Yep.
god, Dawn Marie.
But yeah, that segment was terrible to start, and believe it or not, Roman Reigns saved the day. Like
I
his
wrote on
promo
Twitter.
was amazing.
I wrote on Twitter, I was like, I can't believe we're hoping Roman Reigns
Yeah.
saves this segment.
His promo was great. Tell me it wasn't.
I
he
felt-
was great on the mic
He
that
came out
night.
good. It was great. He was good. A little drinky.
You need a best man, man.
Oh, that was good.
Like, it
that
was-
was Roman Reigns being Roman Reigns.
That
I
was
think.
him having a personality and not just being the badass.
That was
he needs
that
to
was
do that
them
more often.
letting him have some fun. Because I felt like they said, "Hey, I feel like as far as the writers, I think
Mm-hmm.
they're probably. I feel like someone's told them in the back, get loose, guys.
Yep.
Get a little loose of what you want to see. Don't feel so constricted. Have a little fun. Don't be afraid to be funny."
And
You know,
Roman
the
brought
only
it.
people they don't have to write for are like Jericho and Enzo and guys like that.
Yeah.
But as far as Roman, who does need a little bit of help, but
They
they're
gave him
probably
some
just
talking
like,
points,
It feels
probably.
like maybe Roman was a little bit more himself. Like
Yeah.
Maybe that's the real Roman Reigns or Joe and No or whatever
NOI.
his name is. NOI. I feel like maybe that's more like his real life. Like, hey, I'm just a fun-loving guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a good guy.
I'm just a fun-loving guy. I'm not a good man. I'm not a bad man. I'm just
the
your best
best
man.
man.
Why was that not used?
Oh, you should have used it.
That was.
You missed. Also, I feel like they missed a great part of maybe even having Roman hide under the table.
Yeah, because I saw you tweet. You're like, Roman's under the
Please.
table, right?
God, please let Roman Reigns be. I was like, that table's pretty big. Please let him be under that.
I was
table.
slightly let down that no one got powerbombed through that table. I
Oh,
expected
was
someone going
expecting-
through
I
the
was
table with
expecting-
cake on it.
I was expecting Rusev to go through that table after Lana got.
So was
And then I saw Roman roll out. I was like, but maybe you don't want
It was fun though. It was really fun.
Kudos to Lana, man, because like she took it all, like she went full blown.
Took it on the chin.
She
Big time.
I love the part
Literally.
where she pulled her hair back and just like mashed it in even more.
Yeah.
Like, good job, Lana. Good job. You know what?
It was
Rusev
fun.
and Lana had the best segment of the week
They did.
on Raw.
And again, that was in part
that was
thanks to Roman Reigns.
We had some garbage wrestling between Sasha Banks and Dana Brooke, and I hate to say that, but 2 minutes of women's division times involving the champ. That
Yep.
to me was absurd.
Yep.
Earlier in the night, we had Darren Young take on Titus O'Neil, return the favor,
Yep.
pulled the trunk, got the win. We had a nice.
Don't you love how his mentor was not watching? Bob Backlund
he
wasn't looking at
he
all.
wasn't seeing that.
I thought that was a pretty cool. That was interesting.
We got a Finn Balor demon promo.
We did.
So we're getting the
That was a
demon.
pretty interesting demon
I
promo.
love the whole like explanation of
Yes.
the demon.
And then we got the Seth Rollins promo talking about the demons and
Yeah,
how it doesn't
Palmer.
matter to him. That was really cool.
I like the fact that we're definitely getting the demon. For
Yeah, no,
SummerSlam.
absolutely. We're
We
gonna
have to have the demon.
Yep.
Which I was kind of worried maybe we wouldn't be getting the demon on the main roster, and I'm glad we are.
Now they're calling him the Demon King at
the
this
Demon
point.
King. Yeah.
That's what Rollins was saying anyway.
Bert. The Clo promo.
I didn't even get to see it. I don't think. No, I don't think I did.
Ruthless-itis?
Oh, because I was having issues with it. Because remember, that's when I was texting you, and I was asking you where you were at.
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah,
feed
yeah.
was on, so it skipped 10 minutes ahead after that. So I didn't get to see. So explain to me, what did I miss?
Doc Gallows and Machine Gun are in the back, or they're doing the shot of promo, and they're wearing white lab coats, and they're explaining what may happen during lymphocytis. And in a jar of formaldehyde, I can only assume, are Big E's nuts, which 2 eggs.
Yeah.
It was
And did you
fun.
love Puffy dropping
short,
that?
It was short and sweet, and I love that. I love that it didn't drag on.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, hey, let's keep this maybe like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Do a fun little thing, and then on the next segment, they went out and had a match and beat up Kofi Kingston. But, yeah, I love Puffy. I like his...
So how are
I
Biggie's nuts?
was
Even Mick
really-
Foley's like, you can't say that.
You can't say that on TV. That's probably why he didn't show back up on TV.
Yeah.
They're like, you're done.
Well, they only needed him there to, 1, promote his tour, and 2,
And
to
the
promote the
game.
fact that he's on the game.
I hate that soundtrack.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I saw the soundtrack.
I haven't seen it. I just heard
I'll
him
bring it
talking
up in a
about it.
second.
That's fine. Just mute them all like we normally do anyway.
Yeah, that's what I said on Facebook.
I always mute them and put on entrance
We had
music anyway.
we had Daniel Bryan and Mick Foley wrapping up Raw, which I thought was going to be the end of the show. Then afterwards, we got an
It was a little
impromptu.
disjointed with that
It
impromptu
was.
match.
We got a little bit of a U.S. title match between Rusev and Cesaro, which yeah.
So there was a point to that, believe it or not, with Cesaro. Did you notice Daniel Bryan taking a jab about him being misused?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So WWE feels like they may have had a couple missteps
In the
with
draft?
the draft, and there's going to be a proposed trade
I'm
coming soon.
I'm all down for trades.
The trade that's being proposed is Randy Orton for Cesaro and Kevin Owens. So we'll see Owens and Cesaro make their way to SmackDown, and Randy Orton will make his way to Raw.
That makes sense.
It's interesting to me. That makes total sense. Randy Orton probably belongs on Raw. 2 younger guys like Cesaro and Owens that can wrestle their hearts out belong on SmackDown.
Okay, I got the track list laid up.
Like
yeah,
that
I
is
completely agree.
that makes total sense to me, and I hope to God that that's what's
We
happening.
got Action Bronson and Joey Badass.
I'm okay with that. I like
What
Action
about-
Bronson should be on a
What
wrestling.
about the rest of us? Anderson.Pac, Calm Down. I don't know any of these songs, guys. Annie Black, We Don't Have to Dance. Axel A. Ingrosso this time. Not only do I not know any of the songs, I don't know any of these people. Black Sabbath, Paranoid, that I do know. Okay. Bring Me the Horizon, Run. Fiddler with Drone. French Montana, I do know him with Lockjaw. Ishii with French Montana, Wale, and Raekwon, which I feel like we should have more Wale songs.
Yeah.
Because he's a huge WWE fan.
Yep.
We run. P. Diddy, Black Rob, Mark Curry, Bad Boy for Life. That's an old school song. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think didn't we wrap that on like, I don't know, some kind of roller coaster
probably.
one time? I feel like we did. Travis Barker and Yellow Wolf, Out of Control. 21 Pilots, I know who they are, Ride. And Yellow Claw featuring Little Eddie, We Made It. I have no...
You don't know who
freaking-
Action Bronson is?
No.
Action Bronson is a fat, overweight, redheaded white rapper
Okay.
who is 100% obsessed with old school wrestling.
Okay.
And he raps constantly in his music. He's constantly bringing up old school references like Marty Jannetty and Ric Flair and stuff like that. So if anybody's going to be on that, Wale and him are probably 2 of the best to be on there.
I love Wale because he loves wrestling and he loves Seinfeld.
Action Bronson was on the Suicide Squad soundtrack.
That I do remember, okay.
How'd you like that movie, by the way?
Oh, I loved it.
It's amazing, right?
I thought it was really good.
It was way different than what the critics said.
Yeah.
They said it was boring. I had fun through the entire
No,
movie.
I held in pee. I did not get up.
Yeah, like that movie was extremely interesting. That movie was the
I
Guardians.
got up during Batman vs Superman.
Oh yeah.
I was like, no. And then Suicide Squad, I was like, no, I gotta wait. Oh, God, my
Yep.
bladder.
Was that
Do I
movie?
pee into this cup?
Did that movie feel like the Guardians of the Galaxy of the DC universe to you?
I won't go that far.
Well, just think
Because-
about it. It was fun. It had a great soundtrack, and then it was a group of misfits put together to do something big.
Yeah.
Like it was essentially, and I'm not saying that it's on that level. I'm just saying that I feel like that's what
But
they
you
were
just
reaching
did.
for.
You just did.
That's what DC was reaching for, is what I'm saying.
No,
I
that's
can
what
kinda
they were
see
going
it.
for. I know. I enjoyed Suicide Squad. I would pay to go see it again. I thought
Absolutely.
I thought it was a nice fix for the first 2 missteps that we've gotten in the DC movie universe, where they have all the money to go and make great movies, but they haven't been able to pull it off.
Yep.
Because first Superman wasn't all that great, or Man of Steel, whatever.
Yeah, Man of Steel
And
was
then,
iffy. Batman vs Superman was subpar.
Man of Steel was like sad Superman, and then Batman vs Superman
Was sad Batman.
Yeah, like like a C minus D plus. Like.
Yeah,
mm,
it was
You
decent
tried.
effort. Yeah,
You tried.
it had its moments.
Yeah,
but that's
they tried
it.
to do way too much in too little time, even though it was 3 hours.
Suicide Squad had issues with the villain, but the rest of it was not
Yeah,
bad.
and then I know they cut a lot out of the movie. I think just to make it a little bit more like fun,
Yeah,
not so serious, because they saw like, first of all, David Ayer was like, Zach's going way too serious with this
Yeah.
shit. So we already had serious Batman.
and they needed to have a fun movie.
We already had serious Batman. We need to have some fun comic book movies, which
And you know what? Jared Leto has talked about how pissed off he was that they cut so many of his scenes. I feel like if you would have left more Joker in that movie, it would have ruined it
It would
more.
have been the Joker movie.
Yeah, well, it just would have ruined the character. They did just enough that it made you more interested in to
Oh,
see
you
more.
want to see what he wants to do?
Yeah, but I think if you would have put more in there, you're just like, ah, shit, here he is again.
Yeah.
But on to the better WWE show of the week.
SmackDown?
SmackDown. All right, I would give Raw, if I'm grading Raw, a D.
Oh yeah, I was about to.
D
Yeah.
minus probably.
D plus. Yeah, D plus.
I would give SmackDown a B plus. SmackDown was
Yeah.
the better show of the week for sure. And the sad thing is they didn't have to put on a good show. They just had to not suck. And they actually, you know what I'm
I think the
enjoying?
things that brought down SmackDown with like the talking smack segment.
Yeah, those are save that for the after show.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the after show.
That's
is
the whole
for.
point of it.
Yeah.
If you want to have one moment during the show to tease, it'd be like, hey, make sure you stay with us or stick with us on the WWE Network afterwards so you can hear all the talk,
Yeah.
hear us break it down. That makes more sense to me than just having those little talking smack moments. I love the openings to SmackDown because when Raw opens, we get that last week on
Last
Raw.
week on Raw.
We get those terrible moments, but I like SmackDowns. They cut right into a promo.
Week on Raw.
We get that-
Charlotte walked out with Dana Brooke.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
We get that moment with Randy Orton where he just walks in, and then we cut to the intro, and then we cut straight into the show.
Yeah.
Like, it feels a little more organic, and I like it. So last week I hated what happened with Eva Marie. This week,
And it's not just because
it's not that bad this week.
her boobs almost popped out.
Right. Like,
That.
it made sense
No.
when she came back out, and she played super heel with it. She's like, oh, man, I was trying to come out here and make this match happen, and Alexa Bliss beat me to it.
He took my spotlight.
Like, they're adding a little bit more depth to her.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with her. I'm just happy, again, with them pushing her in the right
They're
direction.
trying to get a different kind of heat for her.
Yeah.
They're trying to get like where you don't like her because of her character.
You don't like her character, not that
Not
you just don't like the
because-
person portraying the character.
But you know what, guys? It's your fault, man. You guys voted her in as total
Yeah.
diva, search winner, whatever.
So it is up now to
You
the
guys
writers.
did this. You did this.
You did. Look at yourselves in
Universe.
the mirror.
You did this.
It's now up to the writers to make chicken salad out of chicken shit.
yeah, they
right
got to
now.
fix. And you know what? They're doing a good job fixing Eva Marie. I think
We all thought it was
still
legit
not
last
good in the
week.
ring. Yeah, that was a great sell. Good job,
Yeah.
Eva Marie. You
Yeah.
had me fooled. You had me fooled. So kudos on that. Miz and Marie's segment, which is like
Fucking
so
awkward, wasn't
so
it?
awkward, but I think that was the whole point.
Them just laying on there
That
together.
was weird. Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, as you brought it up, Alexa Bliss got a nice win in her debut.
I
on
love the
SmackDown.
frustration on Becky Lynch as
Oh,
well.
that was good. Randy Orton took on Alberto Del Rio. Good match.
I love during the match Mauro Ronaldo calling the match and bringing up the MMA history.
Yeah, that he actually called it.
Yeah, and he's like, I talked about this match. I was calling this match, and just no one ever really brings up the MMA history of him. So that was really
I like that
good.
they did that. I love the backstage interaction with Heath Slater and Rhino.
Yes,
I got 2 kids, man. I got a pool. What kind of pool is it? Is it above ground, in ground?
yeah.
It's above ground, but it's really nice.
I loved the commentary during the match. Like his cousin,
Right.
wife, is gonna be so mad at him.
Rhino was like, I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Yeah,
And I like how Rhino brought up the fact that he just won his Republican seat.
yep. And then JBL brought it up. He said I had to hide my wallet around him backstage because he's a politician now.
But like he goes, I got to keep my precincts happy, so I can't go out there and lose. So
Yeah.
he's like playing it up. I don't know how much longer Rhino we're gonna see, but that was really funny. Yeah.
So I loved the segment after that with Shane and Daniel, and he's like, "You really want to do this?" He's like, "Yeah, absolutely. You know, he showed heart. I'm gonna go and give him that match."
Yeah.
And he just shows up. He's like, "Screw you guys. You don't want me on this roster. I'm gonna leave. I gotta go take care of my 4 kids." And you can even hear Shane. He's like, "Didn't he have 2?" I just loved how he berated both of them, and Shane's
They
like,
were about
"Well,
to give him a contract. Yeah,
guess he's not getting this now, is he?"
It's good. No,
It was so great, man.
really, really good.
That's the way backstage segments should be. Just short and entertaining.
sweet, funny if you're gonna make them funny.
Yeah.
Carmella defeated Natty via submission.
Yeah. I don't know that I would have gone with via submission right away.
I think I would have done roll up,
Yeah.
but
Via submission should be like your big payoff, like pay-per-view.
but
or
you know what?
something.
This is a big.
But it is what it is. It's
this
good.
A big push for Carmella. So congratulations to Carmella.
Yep.
Baron killed Kalisto backstage. I don't know if you
That
got
was interesting. That was
Yeah.
good. I saw that.
Destroyed him. And then Ziggs and Ambrose got that one in the Wyatt family.
After the match, they had a dark match between Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose. Bray Wyatt injured himself again.
Yeah, I heard about that. That he hurt his ankle again.
Yep,
Yeah.
something leg area. And
Apparently, he was already working hurt though. Again, he had hurt himself last week. So
I forgot to bring this up again, but during Raw, during commercial, John Cena and AJ Styles came out. AJ Styles came out and popped the crowd. John Cena came out and gave him an AA. Then they rushed back to the back and came back from commercial.
dang
Because they're both,
on SmackDown.
well, they're both on SmackDown, but they're with the Raw group this week on the overseas tour.
Oh, yeah,
so they
they're
were at
they're hitting up
Raw
by New
because they were
Zealand and
leaving
Australia and
immediately
all sorts of
afterwards.
stuff. Moving on to NXT, we started the night off with the contract signing between Asuka and Bayley.
Yep.
Saw a side of Bayley we've never seen before.
Yeah, it's interesting. Show some depth.
Kind of like the Bayley.
Yeah,
What's
right.
going on? I'm looking at Bayley in a whole different kind of light.
No, you've been you've been looking
for
too
a long time.
Yeah, that light's been there.
But
It's
no,
a
I
red
like
light.
it. I like it, and it's not like it's not like she just turned heel, and like Bayley to Bayley'd her through the table, which she should have done.
Yeah.
But I like somebody in the crowd's like, Bayley's gonna turn heel, and someone's like, shut up.
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, somebody yelled at Bayley's gonna turn heel. Stupid. Authors of Pain defeated some jobbers. We had TM61 do a run in and get destroyed. Andrade Cien Almas took on Angelo Dawkins. I was just starting to think about Cien Almas because I was like, man, we haven't seen him in a while.
And then we found out he's facing Bobby Roode.
Yeah, match with Bobby Roode. Billy Kay took on Liv Morgan.
Which, speaking of, while we're talking Bobby Roode, how amazing have the Glorious Bombs been?
Glorious.
I love Ciampa and Gargano for doing this. Did you see the last one where they were in bed with him?
No.
You didn't see
No,
that one?
I
I'll
didn't
show
see
you
that
when we're off there. That one's the
funny.
best one.
Oh shit! I took down my notes. Mojo Riley and got killed by Samoa Joe.
Yep. Yeah, Samoa Joe beat this shit
What
out
are
of
my
him.
notes?
And then I saw your tweet about he must have forgot a safe word. No, man, safe word was in Russian and a word he can't pronounce.
I thought it was good. Lucha Underground does a constant thing when they have shows on and says, caption this.
Yeah.
And they'll favorite everybody's, but it's
Yeah.
always cool to like get them to like, oh, they saw my thing and they favorited it. But yeah, so I just took it as a moment to capture it. Caption this. Pretty good week, other than Raw being pretty much a bummer.
Raw was terrible, but the rest of the week, I mean, with NXT being pretty good, with Impact being great, and then with the CWC, the 2 matches on CWC this week being, I mean, through the roof,
Yeah.
it was a great week for wrestling.
Yeah, it was a good week for wrestling. There was a lot of wrestling in Twitter going on this
Yep.
weekend.
Yeah.
Because of
I've got some
of a little thing of a small little Irishman.
yeah, I've got some tweets ready to read.
Yeah,
on
let's
this one.
do this.
So Conor McGregor had tweeted. I don't have his exact tweet pulled up, but he had originally tweeted bashing the WWE, and then
He said no disrespect to Brock and somebody else.
yeah,
I feel like the majority of the
he basically said all the
they're all
roster are pussies.
Yeah.
And then he came back Sunday morning and said, I didn't mean that as disrespect. I just meant that I would slap the taste off of their mouths
And
twice on Sunday. So Ric Flair tweeted and said, coming from a guy who built a career copying my persona, I expected the type of class we get from Ronda and Anderson. John Coachman said, remember what I always say, smart dudes know what is good for business. Hashtag classic heel. Ric Flair again says, after Diaz finishes you again, I dare you to try guys like Dolph, Brock, or Fit. Oh, you're welcome for my gimmick.
Yeah.
Or you're welcome for your gimmick. Biggie Langston said, would you prefer to find us individually or have us all line up at once? I know your time is valuable, sir. Kofi Kingston says, yikes, looks like at Notorious MMA could really use a bowl of Bootios right about now. Someone should hook him up, and then puts the link to FYE to buy Bootios.
That's great.
Chris Jericho says, sorry, pal, no disrespect to you, but my fights are legit. Unlike the fixed ones you have in UFC, I'll embarrass you.
It's kind of true.
AJ Styles says, I think McGregor could do well in the featherweight division of WWE if we had one. I thought that was great. Kurt Angle, I never got to see what Kurt Angle said. Or I saw it, but I didn't screen capture it. But Kurt Angle took a big shot at him, basically saying he beat the shit out of him. And then Bubba Ray said, I would pay good money to see Kurt Angle stretch the piss out of Notorious MMA and make him tap. Sheamus said, never show a Jack Russell a mirror. He thinks he's a majestic Irish wolfhound. Really, he's just an annoying wee yapper trying to sell tickets.
And even Sheamus a while back even talked shit about
Yeah.
Conor McGregor, saying that he could beat him up. So
Rusev probably had one of the best. He
yeah,
said,
he always does.
so much talk for a guy who fights 15-minute matches twice a year. Good for you, Conor McGregor. He pronounced it wrong.
He's turned into such a great online heel.
Yeah.
Like, his online presence is fantastic.
Kevin Owens said, ignorant people are only relevant when people make them so. Ignore them and they will always remain ignorant as well as irrelevant. Matt Hardy
Yes.
tweeted and said, I'd love to sink my teeth into his flesh. Insulting pro... Why is it turned into Trump? Why did my voice turn into Trump? Insulting pro wrestling even...
I think maybe Broken Matt Hardy's impression is like an impression of Trump.
It almost is, right?
Yeah.
Even insulting pro wrestling, even Meek Mahan's show is grounds for deletion. And he pronounced it. He spelt it
It just
MEEKMAHANS.
gets crazier each week.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that made for some great back and forth. Hey, did you know Roderick Strong has cleared his WWE medical exams and will be debuting in NXT very soon?
Oh my god.
Oh, I got goosebumps just saying that, man.
I shared the link to PWG 13.
Yes, I saw that.
Just went on sale today, I believe. You can
Yep.
go online and buy a Blu-ray DVD. $20 pop, I think. $20 for a DVD or a Blu-ray is not bad.
Speaking of Twitter, Seth Rollins has been banned from another musical festival.
Yeah, and I saw that he wrote, "Why does this keep happening to
Yeah.
me?"
So last year it was an NYC festival under the list of things prohibited: weapons of any kind, illegal substances, coolers, picnic baskets, WWE superstar Seth Rollins. This week at the Watershed Festival, wherever that's at, bad attitudes, personal cameras, selfie sticks, WWE superstar Seth Rollins. What the hell, man?
That's hilarious. That's really funny.
WWE also ran a poll last week asking, they had the top 10 free agents out there and listed on that match. Here, I'll just read you what they put.
yeah, that's right.
Do Raw and SmackDown have James on the brain? New blood has invigorated the women's division in WWE, but few would argue that seeing a veteran like Mickie James come to Raw or SmackDown live to square off with the likes of Sasha Banks and Charlotte or Becky Lynch would be a sight to behold. So included in that list were The Rock, Nikki Bella, Undertaker, but Mickie James was listed on that list. So many are wondering, is this the return of Mickie James?
So also we got Carlito on there, Crime Time.
Yep.
And which I feel like we got it.
A lot of guys I'd be happy seeing.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good.
That's about all I got.
Yeah.
Sir.
And I did see Great Khali on that list.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's how.
Ugh.
On that note. Oh, you know what? I think we may have got an email. Let me just double check. I don't remember. Our buddy Chris broke his phone, so he hasn't been able to text me. No, he sent that to me. It's personal. Okay. On that note, guys, remember you can send us your questions, if you have any, or comments, by following us on Twitter at smart_marks. You can also follow me and Jeremy on Twitter. You can follow Jeremy at jvader82. Is it Jay?
Yep.
Vader82.
Yes, sir.
Me and Mateo83. Search for the Smart Marks fan page and like it on Facebook and Tumblr. On Tumblr, guys, do that. And on Instagrams. There you can interact with us and other fans of the show. Show us your favorite memes, sense questions. Go crazy. And if you don't use social media and avoid... Damn it. If you don't use any of the above and avoid social media altogether, you can still email us your questions too. smartmarksquestions@gmail.com. Again, that email, smartmarksquestions@gmail.com. Remember, you can stream, download, rate the show via iTunes, Stitcher, Podcast Card. You can tune in every Wednesday night at 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern Time to watch us live on the YouTube when it is working. I think this show went off pretty well.
Glorious.
So do that. Rate us 5-star, guys. Give us some reviews. Boost us up our numbers big time. Like we said, we're going to be moving over to a new host site the next few coming weeks, but as the time be it now, we're going to stay remaining at this one, so there's no need to resubscribe. When all that finally happens, guys, believe me, believe you, whatever, Jeremy and me will be like slamming you down with subscribe links, so don't worry about that. Once again, I'm Matt. He is Jeremy. We'll catch you guys next time on the Smart Marks. Peace out.